Shedeur Sanders is in the news again for something that I feel like he shouldn't be in the news for, but people naturally hate him, and they've been hating him for a lot of things, and honestly for a lot of good reasons. But I think in this case, we got to back Shedeur Sanders. And if you don't know, the big bad heated rivalry down there, the Rocky Mountain rivalry showdown, whatever they like to call it, between the Buffaloes and the what are the Rams of Colorado State. It's a very historic rivalry. Colorado State it typically or recently has been on the bad receiving end of it. And especially when you compare talent-wise, it's just not really close when it comes to Colorado and Colorado State. So fast forward to the old Deion Prime era, the arc of Coach Prime, and we had last year, which was a complete thriller in vanilla, going down to triple overtime. Then we come to this year, where Colorado completely wipes the floor with Colorado State's out talents. And we recapped that video earlier, but a little video of Deion Sanders going up, shaking some hands of some coaches, and then not shaking the hands of Colorado State quarterback, whatever. I'm not saying whatever, because I'm disrespecting his name. His name is hard to pronounce. I'm going to look at it and then make sure we pronounce it. But that gentleman was talking that smack along with Torrey Horton when it came to the offseason time, saying that they owed him. And we're going to get into those specific quotes there. Now, I think doing all of that is fair in the context that we're talking about. But I have to agree that it's not a good look, because given the track record of Shedeur Sanders, just last week what he did, even though I explained that with the context, it still doesn't look good. This don't look great either. If you don't have the full context, it does look like, oh, Shedeur's being a mean guy. He's being an XYZ. Although that y'all are right, y'all are soft. I don't know what happened. I have no idea how college football got into like this niceness politics. Like, you can be whatever color, flavor, sexuality, do whatever you do, lick what you want to lick, and slurp on whatever you want to slurp on, my guy. But when you put the goddamn pads on, right, and you get on the gridiron and you want to talk that hot don't be afraid when people don't want to shake your hand. I'm so surprised how soft people react to this. Let's get. I just want to hop into these reactions. Like, you're talking all that talk, and this was you. Oh, sorry. That is the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. First off, I'm pretty sure I already played it. But okay. Tyler Nicolosi. Hey man, like what's really what's the problem? He was talking all that mess on Instagram. What it's sweet now? You throw 2 interceptions and on top of that, and I talked about this in my last video. Let me see if I can show it. And we're gonna get to the Baker Mayfield comparison. I just want to talk about the same game when he's down. This is what he was doing. This is what he's doing. Down 14-3, 8 seconds left in the second. I ain't see nobody hating Nicolosi because people don't like Shedeur Sanders. And that's fine. That's cool. But in this particular case, and again, guys, I agree, it's not a good look. The NFL billionaires, those white billionaires, they're not gonna like that look. They're not gonna like it. It's not gonna help this draft stock. That's the truth of it. But also the reality is, if you're gonna talk all that talk, dog. And not only that, you in my partner's face, giving him the too small on a 2-yard run. Like, are we defending the right gentleman here? Are we defending the right guy? Where's Brett at? I love Brett Collarman, but that boy been in California too long. He is soft as baby. I can't do too much cussing. All right, I can't do too much cussing. Yo, everybody loves Baker Mayfield, right? Everybody loves Baker Mayfield, a real competitor, huh? Lays it down on the line, huh? Does what he can to propel a real winner, okay? He gets in there, he grabs his lunch pail, and he grabs his nut sack, and he tells you to suck it, okay? This is amazing. This is top tier phenomenal, Izzy. And remember, this is the ironic part. The reason why Baker was wilding out on Kansas is because they didn't shake his hand. That's funny. That's really funny. If you gonna talk that talk, why do I need to be nice to you? Call me a boomer or whatever, but this dude is not going in the first round. I gotta be honest with you. He's probably not lying, Brett. Brett's probably not lying. Now, I just don't think you're right. But it don't really matter what's right. It's about optics. In the real world, it's not gonna look good. But it don't mean I can't, you know what I'm saying, defend Shedeur in this particular use case. Because last time I told y'all I gave him a context, but besides context, that was terrible. You threw offensive line under the bus. I want to read some of these. Actually, we can get right into the video as well, because I think we got the video queued up just to make sure everything is smooth. Shout out to Bordeaux though. Everybody hates Colorado so much they forgot about CS was talking all that before they got pummeled. Shedeur did exactly what I'd expect a college kid in that situation, a 22-year-old dude. After you talk about, I don't feel like we left it on the field because we should have murdered those guys. We'll see how far Instagram followers gets. Real Dan Lanning ripoffs. I even said, hey, that was a good. We reacted to that. I was like, hey, that's some good stuff. That's a good line. That's a good line. I don't feel like we left it. The celebrities that done jumped on their side because of who Deion Sanders is. At the end of the day, Deion Sanders ain't playing. Okay. And then don't even mention, I don't know if y'all forgot. I don't know if y'all forgot, but what's his name? Jay Norvell's wife was calling Shedeur in them a whole bunch of B words. I talked about that another. Like, nah, man, I'm not cool with you. All right. I didn't punch you in the face. I looked you in the face. I said, ain't you that dude that was talking all that smack about Instagram? You said, yeah. Why are you coming to me? Why even say all that? Why? I don't get that. And I think people don't like consequences, right? And I think that's what we're starting to see. Shedeur Sanders is disappointed. You want me to shake the hand, and we are going to get into this. We got to take a crap on what Deion did at the end of that game, because that was just terrible. They do not know how to finish a game over there in Boulder. You want me to shake the hand of a dude who's been talking all this hot crap in the game, doing all that hotness? Look, I get it. You're a competitor. Compete. But if you're a competitor that's gonna compete, let's compete. Like what why are we friends now? What's the difference? I'm confused, because when Shedeur Sanders loses, I mean, we joking and we putting up, these nuts memes, and we memeing up Deion, rightfully so. I mean, Shedeur, rightfully so, because he played a terrible game against Nebraska and his offensive line was getting whooped. But they handled their business against Colorado State. And not only that, but you was talking all that smack and you didn't play good. So why do I, as a competitor, right? If I'm a real competitor, and I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'm just a dude with a big forehead, and you know what I'm saying, the freshest Texans for Lions Stadium, shout out Houston. I'm not a super duper triple competitor, but I've been around them. And if you're gonna be that type of guy, bro, I'm not your friend, homie. We could have been friends. You could have, you know what I'm saying? You could have respected the game and said, on like some Troy Horton. Troy Horton didn't get this because he didn't say no crazy thing and disrespecting the talent of Shedeur. You gonna disrespect my talent? There's nothing to talk about. You disrespect my talent, and then I whoop your eye. Dog, go on somewhere, dog. You don't like me. Now you like me. Now you gonna be fake nice to me in front of the cameras. And again, this is not a good look for Shedeur from an NFL standpoint. They're not gonna like it. Owners won't like it, but I don't care. I'm telling you, the reality of the situation, and the reality of the truth of the situation is, don't talk all that talk and expect. Even the worst person Jack McGuire, says no problem with this, and I don't think it's that immature. It's a rivalry game. Braden did talk down on Colorado this offseason, and Shedeur went into his home and beat him by more than expected. I believe Colorado was 7.5 favorite, 7.5 points favorites. I'm so surprised that this dude of all people has a reasonable take on this. Let's see if we can hear this.
27.5 points or whatever it was. And they got a rude awakening real quick. And I think it goes to show that the hype, the media train, all that, it only gets you so far. At the end of the day, you have to line up 11 guys against our 11 guys, and we'll find out who wants it more. And we'll see how far Instagram followers gets them.
We all came here to play football, so at the end of the day, the millions of followers and fans that they then produced and got, and celebrities that then jumped on their side because of who Deion Sanders is, at the end of the day, Deion Sanders ain't playing. It's those players playing. So those players better back up on what they speak about.
Yeah, they came out with
They better back up to what they speak about. If you talking about this, that, whatever, and that's how you want to disrespect people. Let's not be surprised. All right, that's all. I don't want you to be. Oh, they hit me with an ad. I don't. Let's not act surprised when you talked all that hot talk. And if I'm being honest with you guys, like I said, when we talk about it, it just feeling like it's a little soft here, because it's like, what in all reality, what did Shedeur really do? I mean, he's over here talking to other coaches, dapping them up. You know what I'm saying? Like did y'all watch the full Did y'all watch the full video? Did y'all watch him going dapping up other players? Y'all didn't see that. Y'all stopped it when he had that one interaction, but not when he had talked to number 18, number 40, these players that you don't even know the name of, who so happen to not be talking at high, at least not from a, you know what I'm saying, an extra standpoint. Shedeur had no problem dapping him up, but right before that clip, in that same clip, he daps up a coach. Hey, cool. I apologize that Shedeur Sanders has a good memory, right? Now he went in your trap and took over your trap, okay? Holding up the trophy with the people or whatnot. That's crazy. That's phenomenal. That's amazing. But yeah, man, leave Shedeur alone, dog. In this specific case, again, I agree it's a bad look, but I don't really care about bad looks. If we talking about, you know what I'm saying, if we really talking about competitors, and I'm talking about the love of the game of college football, I want this, dog. I need me some Conor McGregors. You need a good villain. Let the villain build up. Y'all gonna get y'all time. Look, I don't think Colorado gonna win a lot more games out of this. Let's be real. All right, and let me get into the comments on my videos, because a lot of y'all feel the same exact way. What's it called? Here's my issue, right? I think I might have showed you too much. Here's my issue, all right? And we're gonna read some of these comments from you boys. I just don't like people in specific cases not giving him a little bit of bail there. I don't care, man. We're competing. You want to talk that talk? Let's do that. We get that. We got that. I do agree it's a bad look, like I said, but I just don't know how we got so soft in football. And I'm not one of those this generation soft, because I don't think this generation is soft. I just think y'all hate Shedeur, and that's right. Hey, he gives you a lot of reasons. I will never be dumb enough to say there's not a plenty of reasons to not like Shedeur and his demeanor and the way he does things. But this time, hey man, you ain't got a lot of things to tell you know. Let's read some of these comments. Obviously, after they beat Colorado State, bro, if any other school did what Colorado State did and got boat raced like they did, get drugged until next season. But no one's really talking bad about Colorado State getting demolished. But again, I even said in my reaction video, they got out talented. Like there's nothing really they could have done. I realized how bad Colorado was before Deion Sanders. Yeah, man. I'm gonna respond to it. I always respect the journey of building a college. What do they call that? Culture. I just think people don't give Deion the time needed to start judging. But then again, the problem is also, Deion writes checks or whatever that are just too large for anybody and any of his talent to cash. They should be doing these types of things. Good for them. Happy to see that they shouldn't we're back. They're going to hate to see us. Like, nah, they built the high standards, so stick to them and get back on track. People seriously thought they'd lose this game. Yeah, people did think they would lose this game, because I thought they would lose this game because of the way that they played. They played pitiful against Nebraska. And I'm not saying that Nebraska's not a good team, and I think they are a good team, and I think they've got an elite defensive line, but there was poor execution. And if we're being honest, in this game, they got helped out. They stalled out a lot of drives and some terrible play calling, especially in the first half. But they got some great pass interferences and roughing the passers, and should have had a targeting, but that's a whole nother conversation. So I think it's a whole different story. Oh, whoa. Oh my God. I didn't even realize that. Hold up. He's giving me a little bit of that. I had no idea. Sorry, I appreciate you, Mr. Mono Blue 1999. That's my guy. He always comments. Sadly, he's a dang Oklahoma Sooner fan. I already also asked for some hot takes too. So sadly, he's a Sooner fan, but it is what it is. Other than that, great guy. Obviously, as you can see, enjoy your hefty slice of crow pie. Oh ye a little faith. Those who died the most wrote them up. Not welcome. Hey man, I was wrong, man. I was wrong, dog. I was wrong. Ain't nothing else to say. I will admit when I'm wrong, and I'm happy to be wrong. I like Deion. I like Colorado, but people saying other things. But look, Colorado's looked great. They looked phenomenal. Kentucky and South Carolina sold the bag. We probably need to do some things there. Colorado did not prove anything. We're going to end it here. Always has beaten CSU. Nothing has changed. Colorado did not improve from last week. This is good. Look, I'm saying if that first 2 series, they looked terrible. Colorado did. Colorado defense though, they look pretty stingy. I'm liking it. They bent a lot. It's a lot of bending, but they didn't break. And they especially as that field shrunk up. I feel like, funnily enough, I like the Colorado red zone defense. They get stopped when it comes in the red zone, and it's really good for Travis Hunter because he doesn't have to run so far. So basically, now he's the most potent player on the field, and he can take up a literal quarter of the field if he wants to just sit there and just monitor that. So I think that actually plays to their strengths when you get into the red zone. It's going to be hard to unless you're having big plays against Colorado. So that's an interesting sign. But continuing on, CSU is not good. Plus CSU's best player Horton was injured. That's true. I brought that up too. Hey man, instead of working on the running game and blocking assignments, they stuck with the running game. I didn't like what they did at the beginning, but they did. I'm gonna have to stop you there. That was one positive they did have, but other than this, you're cooking late in the game to burn clock. Oh, okay, never mind. You're right here. That was disgusting, but we talked about that. I don't know why he's throwing with like a minute left in the fourth, like the good teams do. Instead, they are still bombing the ball down the field, trying to pad Shedeur stats. It's one giant circle jerk. All those bad habits were returned as soon as Colorado faces slides adversity, shouting at the officials, fighting with each other. I don't know. Some of y'all are doomers. But, hey, man, Shedeur Sanders, is he immature? Let me know. Get him in the comments. Give me hot takes about the Colorado team and the season ahead. I appreciate y'all so much for watching these videos. All my new subscribers, all the people that are enjoying it. Like this video if you like it. Dislike the video if you don't like it, man. I hope you're enjoying it. Subscribe if you're having a great time, and we'll see you next time.